I met Senator Kelly about 35 years ago when my wife and I moved from Carlsbad to the outskirts of Hemet, out in the citrus area.
This valley is unique in its agriculture as a thriving industry, and I really believe that that's why Dave is the man that he is. The qualities that he has are because in his heart he's a farmer. He doesn't have time to waste on things that don't matter.
I had opportunities to work with him on various projects, including several here at the university. And it was, from my perspective, it was very apparent that he was a star.
Dave Kelly was one of those individuals that never really vied for positions of power or leadership or any of these things within the legislature, but rather focused always on his constituency and serving them.
David is a very committed person, and when he has an area that he's interested in or concerned about, he really focuses on that, whether it was in the Air Force when he was in the Air Force, whether it was his citrus farming, the academy. He was even involved in the Peace Corps and went to India to teach them agriculture.
Dave's no-nonsense approach, fairness, go right to the bottom line, make it happen, find a way to make it happen, is the world of farming. And I think he was amazing at applying that to his work in government.
Dave was able to work between Caltrans, a state agency, and local transportation authorities to get the best for the local people. I'll use as an example Highway 86, nothing but an undulating pile of sand that you never knew what was more than 20 feet ahead of you as you went 85 miles an hour through the open desert. Dave was able to resolve that, and today we have a much safer and much better road.
In my view, one of the most important elements that Dave helped accomplish was the acquisition of the Coachella Valley Agricultural Center and Thermal. He had to work closely with both the regents as well as the state legislature to help design and come up with a solution from a funding standpoint. And he was the spearhead, and I think that's his singular most important element for our campus.
You have to take your hat off to Dave's work. What he did here at the Western Science Center by creating it, by coming up with the funding for it, was really just another kind of plum for the region. Here we have a collection that spans over 330,000 uninterrupted years of climate history and natural history. We have more mastodons here than La Brea or anywhere else in the West.
He did bring that to the community, and we couldn't have done it without him. What we have here is unique. Can't thank Dave enough for his role in that.
I think David has played such an important part in our region because of his personality.
David is probably the most open, approachable person that I've ever met. And once he knew that your love or your passion was equal to his passion, then he would go out of his way to make sure that he would support and lead in those particular areas.
It wasn't about Dave going somewhere to the next job. It was Dave about doing his job for the community that he represented.
Perseverance and commitment, dedication. That's what makes David, the exceptional person that he is. And that's what our cadets can learn from him.